Alright guys, so real quick before I get into the video, I want to go over something. So if you're a beginner and you want to learn more of like the really essential basic things I need to learn for card magic, don't forget to click the link below. I usually leave it below every single one of my videos, so if you guys are interested in that, make sure to check that out. Anyways guys, here is the video. Alright, so here's what the trick would look like. You would have the Spectre go ahead, you have 3 red jokers just like this, and you'd have your Spectre go ahead and pick 2 random cards from the middle of the deck. So these are 2 completely random cards. In this case we have the Queen, so we have 3 spades, and then we have the Queen of Diamonds. So you stick this off to the side, and what you want to do is you want to put the cards in alternating order. So you take a joker, a card, a joker, a card, and then another joker. So you should have them in alternating order just like that. You're going to have joker, a card, a joker, a card, and a joker. So you could have picked really any card from this deck, or any 2 cards actually, but you happen to pick these 2. Now what I'm going to try and do, let's see if I can do this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, and just with a snap I'm going to go ahead, turn the cards over. I have a joker on the bottom, I have another joker over here, and again with one more snap, but we should have 1 joker, 2 joker, 3 joker. Your cards have actually disappeared from this pile altogether. Now what I'm going to try and do is, let's say I take the 3 jokers, I put these on the bottom of the deck face down, and with a snap and riffle I should have now pushed one of these face down jokers into the deck directly in between your cards. So we have 1, 2, and now we should look for the other face down joker, which is somewhere in the middle, and we have that sandwiched in between your 2 cards, and these are the 3 jokers. So this is a trick guys, and if you want to do it, don't forget to stick on for the tutorial. Alright, so the good part is there isn't necessarily like a setup. The only thing you have to do is gather a couple cards. So what you want is you want a blue joker. If you are using a blue deck of cards, you take 1 blue joker and then 3 red jokers as well. So I'm going to go ahead and assume you're using a blue deck for this trick for the tutorial. So let's say we go ahead, we have 3 red jokers, 1 blue joker. You stick the blue joker on top of the deck, and you could go ahead and shuffle the deck up as well, as long as you leave that joker on top. And now what you're going to do is have the spectator go ahead and really pick any 2 random cards. So it doesn't matter, and the first thing you want to do is you pry them out, and you don't really make too much of a fuss about them. You kind of just, you pry them out of the deck, and when they're still face down like this, you can go ahead and catch a break underneath that joker. And you're not going to really go ahead and say these are the Jack and 10 right away. You're going to put these on the deck, put them on top of that break, and then count them off. So what you're going to do is say, okay, so you happen to pick the Jack of Spades, and all you do is you flip that 1 card over, and now you have a 2 card packet here. You go ahead and drop that on the deck, and then do the same exact thing, and then you say, okay, look, so you have the 10 of hearts, and immediately right after that, you deal those onto the table, and now you're going to have a joker and 1 of the cards. So then from here you tell them you're going to put these in alternating order with the jokers. So you take 1 red joker, the card on top, the first card is going to be the blue joker, then you take a red one, take their card, and you put a joker. So you could actually show the face of the second card, but they might get suspicious if you didn't show the face of the first card up here. So you could show the face of this selection, but that's entirely up to you. You pick these cards up, and you say one more time, you say, okay, so these should be in alternating order, and then what you're going to do is count the cards off one more time. But what you do, you say, okay, so we should have them in alternating order. We have a joker, we have a face down card, and now when you get to the 3rd joker, what you're going to do, or the 2nd joker, you're going to pry that off and catch a break just like that. So the other 2 cards are actually on the deck now. You say you have a joker, face down card, and another joker. And the moment you're done counting those cards, you just kind of go over, and you don't really say much. You just kind of pick up the packet, but you're picking up that break right here. And this is only going to be 3 cards. You say, okay, so at this moment you count up the cards. You say, you know what? You could have picked really any card or any 2 cards in the deck. And as you say that, you flip this packet over. You can fan through the cards a little bit. And then at this point, you just kind of break it when you feel like the decks are in halves, and then you do like a nonchalant little cut as you're spreading through the cards, and that's going to move these 2 cards to the middle. So you say, you know what, you could have picked any card in the deck. You go ahead, cut the cards, put the deck back face down, and then from here what you do is you say, look, so at this point you take the cards, which are still face up, you flip these over, and you take the bottommost card, you peel that out, you flip it over, and you say, okay, so I have a joker on the bottom. You do that, you flip the deck one more time, you do the exact same thing, you peel the bottom card off, flip that over, and from here what you're going to do is called a rune book count. I'll leave a link on the screen, but essentially all you're doing is, actually, you know what, I'll teach you right here. So what you're doing is just counting the cards. So this is what the order looks like, but what you're doing is the cards should be face down, and from here you say, look, I'll give the cards a snap, and you're holding the cards like this, and what you're going to do is take your two fingers, your thumb, and the middle, and the index, you come over, you pinch the cards with your knuckles facing upwards, you flip the cards over, pull the top card back, you're going to grab the two cards in the back here, flip those, put the card on the table, and I'll teach it one more time. So you have the cards like this in Mechanics Grid, basically. They're face down. You have the cards, you come over with your thumb, your middle, and your index here. You go ahead and you pinch the entire packet, flip the cards over, pull back the top card, and then what you can do is put this last card into your fingertips and kind of bend it, and you can use your fingers back here and you kind of grab the card as well. You flip it over, you put the card down here, and it's out. Now it's important that you have the red card in your hand. This is going to be the last one, and you make sure to scoop up the cards below it, so that way you have the red card, the red joker on the bottom. You square these up and you say, look, now your cards are lost somewhere, so you flip this entire packet over, make sure not to flash the blue card. You can drop them back on top of the deck and say, you know what, let's go ahead and take the three jokers, and you still keep up that whole facade that you actually have three red jokers, but at this point you only have two. So when you come over to the deck, you want to make sure you only take away those two jokers. You say, okay, let's go ahead and take these three jokers, I'll put them face down on the deck, and now you tell the spectators, you can spring the cards, you can dribble the cards, you can riffle, you can snap whatever you want. You tell them that you're going to push the face down joker deep within the deck in between their two cards. So you do whatever you want, you go ahead, you riffle the cards, say, look, I actually only have two jokers now, and then you can go ahead and spread through the cards, and in between the spectator selections you're actually going to have that red joker from the beginning, and you can flip these over as well. So this is the trick, guys. Hope you guys like it. If you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe, and as always, guys, thank you.
Hillary Coffin, she's a literal vampire.